Yeah, that's clear.
Okay. One thing's that's unique between Mr. Indra and me, it's what we have known each other for a long time and often talk, but have never met. Yeah. Okay. Hello and good evening, guys. How are you? I hope you have a good health, and the most important things is to always be happy and enjoy your weekend. First, I'm right here to introduce myself. My full name is Afika Leoni. As usual, many people call me Vika, but special for you guys, you can call me Vika or Leo. Oh yeah, I want to share my name has a wonderful philosophy. I have a unique things about my name. My last name is so meaningful that it's come from my parents. Leonie means lioness because my parents hope that I will be a good leader like a lion king of the jungle. I'm 21 years old, will soon 22 years old on the 4th of August. I'm a final year student at Andalas University and a student of law. So I'm from a small city in West Sumatra, Bukit Tinggi, and now I stay in Padang. Tonight we will discuss a funny topic, I think. So don't be scared to speak, don't be shy to give your perspective, to give your opinion. Let's practice together, right? Okay, let me give you one question before we start this discussion. Have you ever heard about Fadil JD, Jerome Pauline, or Siska Cole? They are very famous in Indonesia. If you ever heard of them, raise hand and give me reaction,
Sorry,
please.
Vika. The slide is it doesn't change. You have moved to okay, now it's changed. Okay, continue.
Okay, have you ever heard about Fadil JD, Jerome Pauline, or Siska Cole? They are very famous in Indonesia. If you ever heard of them, raise hand or give your reaction, please. Mm. Or doesn't anyone know them? Or do you know any other influencers maybe in your country? Okay. 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 Mr. Puji or Miss Puji. Hello, Miss Puji or Mr. Puji. Hello.
It
Oh,
usually happens to me. People will think I am man, but I know.
oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Puji.
All right.
Do you know
Um.
Siska Cole, Jerome Pauline, or Fadil JD?
All right. I know they are famous people, right?
Hmm.
The fact I didn't use Instagram because yeah, I make a decisions. I didn't use it. Maybe it can be a good experience later. So when someone really famous, when they are getting viral,
Yeah.
and I can know them, it means, and I can realize there's so
Ih,
many people know about them. And the things that I know about
kemarin kata
uh
tahu yang
Siska Cole, right? Uh, the things that I know about her, he usually promote products like cooking equipments maybe and foods. And for I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay, the band, Mr. G. I don't know how to pronounce his name. My students told me he is smart and he usually make explanations how to solve mathematics in the easy way. That's things I know about them. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Miss Puji. Yes, that's right. Siska Cole is very famous in Indonesia and also Jerome Pauline and Fadil jadi too. So Siska Cole is very famous with the tagline, "Mari kita coba," right? Okay. Next, thank you, Mrs. Puji, Miss Puji. The next is Miss Zulfa. Hello, Miss Zulfa. Hello.
Hello, Miss.
Okay. Hello, Zulfa. Zulfa, how are you?
I'm fine. I will do.
Hello. Okay. Okay, Miss Zulfa. How do you know them?
I just know Jerome Pauline because I like the education and Jerome Pauline insight about education and especially mathematics. So mathematics is not difficulty, but them can clearly by fun. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Miss Zulfa. Yes, that's right. Jerome Pauline with his brilliant brain. So he influenced his followers that math is so easy and funny, right? Miss Zulfa?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, okay. Okay, here is Miss Putri. Hello, Miss Putri.
Hello, Miss.
Okay, do you know Siska Cole, Jerome Pauline, or Fadil JD?
Yes, of course, because they are the famous
Okay.
person in Indonesia
How do you know them?
from the YouTube channel that I watched.
Go ahead. Hello, Miss Putri. Go ahead.
I know them because I like to watch the YouTube channel, the video Siska Cole and Jeremy Fallen.
Okay, are you one of their followers?
Yes.
Okay, that's right. Okay. Thank you. After hearing your opinion, let's starting our discussion. Okay. The next slide. Yes. If we talk about personal brand, what is the first thing in your mind? Anyone to share opinion? Okay, Miss Puji, time is yours.
All right, thank you very much, sister. But first of all, I'd like to say, I'm sorry, I don't want to turn on my camera. Okay, you are beautiful today, sister. Not only today, I think you are beautiful every day. When you ask about when we talk about personal brand, what is first thing that in my mind? Um, Based on all of my knowledge now in this time, personal brand is the name that can has deeply meaning and can describe who you are. Yeah, like that. Maybe is it about a personal brand? Yeah, that's all. Is it?
Okay, that's cool. You say that personal brand can describe who you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you
Miss
so much,
Puji.
sister. I write
Okay,
message.
the next is Mr. Nugraha. Your turn.
Okay, thank
Hello.
you, Miss Leo.
Okay.
Um, the first thing comes to my mind when we are talking about the personal branding. It's all about in my own perspective, it it's like the way to express ourselves. And then I could say it is also about the things, how to be the real me of ourselves as well. And then it also comes to an opinion that personal branding is the way how people think about us. When people mention about us and something related to us, it brings to the memory that it must be someone or about us, something like that.
Okay, thanks for your opinions, Mr. Nugraha. That's cool. Yes, that's right. Personal brand is the ways to describe ourselves. So, but actually, something much more important, it's your reputations. In other words, it's how people perceive you, your friends, colleagues, or the general public, and it's what people think about you when they hear your name. Okay, thank you, Mr. Nugraha. Here is the next is here is Muhammad Fani Faruqi. Okay. Hello, can you hear my voice? Okay, here is Miss Putri. Hello, Miss Putri.
Hello, Miss.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Okay,
Okay.
Miss Putri.
About personal brand.
If we
Yes.
talk, if we talk about personal brand, what is the first thing in your mind? Can you
Personal
share
brand is my
your opinions?
classification. Is my in my opinion, personal brands about classification about some individual that they have capability, skill, and experience is like classification about yourself.
Okay, that's all, Miss Putri.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Miss Putri. Sounds cool. Okay, thanks for your opinion, guys. We have to the next slide. To see the next slide, yes. Okay. What does personal branding mean to you, and why do you think it's important in today's world? Okay. You want to share opinions? Okay. I want to ask. Okay, Miss Puji. Okay, Miss Puji, time is yours.
Okay. All right. I'm so glad today. Because I always be the first one who raise hand. Okay, the question. Maybe is it good if I turn on my cam? There's a moment. I would like to say hello for you. Give me a moment, sister. Because no, this place is not crowded now. I guess is it good for saying hello? Hi, I'm here.
Okay, Miss Puji.
Again, the question,
Yeah, you're
what
so
does
beautiful.
personal brand? Oh, thank you.
Okay.
What does personal branding mean to you, and why do you think it is important in today? I guess it's not only today, but personal branding, it's important long time ago, because it's like our name. You will I forgot the second speaker after me, Mr. Mr. siapa tadi ya? Mr. I forgot. Pokoknya the second Mr. He said that it can make people remember you, and when they find your name, the name can bring the memory, and maybe the brand and the name can can be the ways that make people easily to remember you. I guess is it the important things. That's why.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Yeah.
Where you also personal brand, right?
Yeah. It's good.
Okay, thank you, Miss Puji.
Nico.
Then the next is Mr. Indre. Hello, Mr. Indre.
Yeah, I'm here. It's actually, personal branding is
Okay.
simple. It's extremely simple. The meaning of the personal branding is the step or the way how to make you stop to find money and the money trying to find you. So this is the definition of the personal branding. Hello? Is my voice audible or Vika got a problem? Hello,
Voice
Vika?
is
Okay, go ahead. Hello, Mr. Indre.
Okay.
Can you hear
yeah,
my
your
voice?
voice is clear, sir.
Yeah, Vika, maybe you have a little bit of trouble with your connections.
Hello, can you hear my voice, guys?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear,
your hair is good.
Okay,
Yes.
can you repeat again, Mr. Indre?
but yeah, but sometimes your voice back and lost. Okay,
Seems to be
okay.
having a problem. Mr. Indre, can you hear my voice?
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah, yeah, we
guys.
can hear.
Okay, okay. Okay, Mr. Indre, can you repeat again
Oh,
what this personal branding means to you and why it's important in today's world?
okay, yeah. Do you hear my voice, Vika?
I can hear
Okay, I
you,
can
sir.
hear your voice, Mr. Indre.
Yeah, but the contributor doesn't hear my voice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, okay, just
Hello,
repeat.
guys. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear my voice?
Yeah, but it's a little bit cracking. Sometimes it comes, sometimes lows. Okay, so
Okay, okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
okay, I'm trying to repeat my statements. Yeah, personal branding is like the step or the way of you to stop to find the money, but money trying to find you. So this is the important thing of the personal branding, and also the function of the personal branding. Yeah, how to get a lot of money. So this is the definition, and also directly to the purpose of the personal branding. So, yeah, many people trying to use a kind of the platform is like their social media or their legacy, yeah, um to 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 create the good personal branding. For example, yeah, in Instagram, for example, when you're trying to post a kind of thing that related to you, yeah, if you are as the engineer, for example, so you're trying to post your in your Instagram, like you always with the machine, you always in the factories and other, so the people will understand you are as the engineer and you're trying to post in Instagram. And afterwards, when the people need you, when the people need someone that expert in the engineer, they will try to find you because what? Because they know you are an the engineer because they find you in his social media. So the money comes to you, not you trying to apply your job or you're trying to find money in that situation. So this is a little bit and a little example how the personal branding works. Thank you.
Okay, that's cool, Mr. Indre. Personal brand is so simple, yeah. With personal branding, money finds you, yeah. Okay. With I think with the personal branding can make you famous, and when you famous, you will to get to find a money to impact of personal brand. And hello.
Yeah, that's audible. Now your connections are going to be good.
Okay, with the personal branding, your audience will trust you more, right? So it will be to comes money to you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Indra.
Yeah, it's not only money. Yeah, it's not only money, but
Okay,
opportunity. Yeah, money is the
opportunity, right?
simple one that we need, but
It's the opportunity,
opportunity,
right?
yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity can make you get a money or bigger money
Okay,
that you have now. Yeah, thank you.
okay, thank you, Mr. Indra. That's cool. Okay, here is Miss Ekalita. Hello, Miss Ekalita.
Hello, Miss. Yes.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I'm trying to unmute, but it's still muted, so I try again.
Okay. Miss Ekalita, what does personal branding mean to you and why do you think it's important in today's world?
I don't know if personal branding it's referred to like a business or politics or maybe like YouTubers, maybe something like that. Yeah, but for ordinary people, yeah, why they have to have personal branding? I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Miss. Thanks for your opinions. Okay, guys. After hearing your opinion, whether you realize this or not, you have a personal brand. If I look you up on Google and didn't find anything about you on the first page of the result, that is a personal brand. If I found you on LinkedIn profile or a bunch of random social media posts, that's to its personal brand. So what do you think about my mind, guys? Anyone to share your opinion? Hello? Here is Miss Mario Fa. Hello, Miss. Yeah. Hello. Here is Miss Zulfa. Hello, Miss Zulfa. Okay, Mr. Indre. Okay, Mr. Indre, time is yours.
Okay. Yeah, before I continue my statement, Mr. Ali, so you can see in the toolbar, so you can push reactions. In the reaction, there is the raise hand there. So you can use that way to raise your hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on. Thank you very much for telling me
Okay.
about that because I completely like lost the track of it. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Ali, thank you. Uh, yeah, I really agree with your statement, Victor. Yeah. Even though we are as the society that is not really famous, just like YouTuber and other or ordinary people or like something. Yeah, we still have the personal branding because the personal branding will bring us to our career and also to what people think about us. Yeah, personal branding is not only career also, but it can be the perspective of the people when they see us in the first time. Yeah, even though when you trying to wear the t-shirt, yeah, um without image, yeah, without writing on your t-shirt, so people will think you as maybe you are the fans of the Mark Zuckerberg, maybe because Mark Zuckerberg like to use that t-shirt, Paulus t-shirt, how to say that in English, I don't know. So that's why, yeah, everyone has their own personal branding, and that personal branding will create the perspective of the people. So that's why if Mr. Ekalitas asks why when we are as the ordinary people needs a personal branding, we are not YouTuber or we are not someone in the situation. So in my opinion, yeah, it's totally wrong. Yeah, everyone has their own personal branding, even though yeah, even though we are as the ordinary people. So this is my statement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Indra. You said, personal brand, it can be perspective of people of you and will create perspective about others to you and bring our career. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Mr. Indra. The next is Mr. Ali. Hello, Ali. Ali
Hello,
is
how's
my
it going?
friend. How are you, Ali? Okay,
I'm doing
Ali.
pretty good.
What do you
Thank
think
you for
about
giving me the
that,
opportunity
Ali?
to talk about personal branding. I think a personal brand is like, like an image of yourself or like a reputation that you craft and the way you portray yourself to the like, outside world and the things that you stand out for. It's like your unique signature that you show not only in the online world, but in the offline world as well. Your personal brand basically like it has your identity, your purpose, and the way you perceive things. And like why it's like why is it important? Because it is like it can help you like do the networking that you need to get better opportunities. Like for example, if you're like not getting in touch with more people, I don't think you're going to get more opportunities in whatever field you're working. And personal branding is not always about getting famous and getting money. Like for example, if I talk about myself, I don't think I have really like that kind of a personal brand that I could be famous all over the world, but like wherever I am, I get in touch with people. They know me for what I do. Whatever thing I do, I try to do it with whatever perfection I can. Of course, perfection cannot be achieved, but I try to do it as best as I can. And that is why people know about me. It is also about, like sharing valuable content related to your expertise and your passion, like which establishes you as an authority and reinforces your personal brand. So yeah, again, it's not about being famous or anything. It's about how people perceive you. It's how you make, like people think about you. And not a lot of the people with good personal brands can be famous. It's like somebody, if they get famous, then they can get lucky about it. Okay. It's not always about, like you're gonna get famous with it. But again, if you have like a sort of a personal brand in your community, I think you're doing a pretty good job. So yeah, that's what I think about personal branding.
Okay, very cool. Thank you, Mr. Ali. Okay, the next is Mr. Moonshine. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Mr.?
Tired actually, but I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you think about that, Mr. Moonshine?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to answer this question. And in my area, in my life, actually, personal branding is really it's it's one of the most important things that I have to make sure that I do that I have the personal branding for myself. And it is important because how to say it, like it describes how different you and the others. So I'm sorry, in a competitive world, when you have differentiation, it means that people or maybe like company or a lot of important person will acknowledge you and know that you have something that they need from you, and try to approach you and make a like collaboration, and also maybe build a great network and connection. So I think that's make personal branding really important to me, because in my life, in my work, so if I have a strong personal branding, it means that people, my voter, will know that whenever they want to vote, they will like already in their mind, in their head, they know that this one is for us, is better for us, the best for us. So that's why personal branding is really important things for me to do, and 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 it also helped me to how to say it, like know my best, and know my strong and my weakness. because personal branding sometimes makes you avoid things that you don't master it, and you don't know how to manage or do it. For example, like me, I really don't like, how to say, what is that? I really don't like art. So whenever there is there's someone that tried to approach me with art or make me invite me to go to museum or something, so I will not go to there because I cannot understand art. I don't know about that, and there is not my personal branding that involves art. And because you know that your strong and your weakness, it means that it will lead you to a strong connection and networking, because you know when to go, where to go, and what kind of work or project or people that you look for. So that's actually my opinion. And also, personal branding help you to adapt in the in work situation. For example, like me, my personal branding is a bad boy, but the terms of bad boy is really negative in people. But I'm trying to adapt that not all people that have brand as a bad boy uh don't know how to care about other people, don't know how to speak well, don't know how to make a good argument, or maybe graduated as a professor or PhD, and have a lot of, for example, like have a lot of money, something like that. So it helps you to adapt to the current situation, and will push you to survive in this world. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moonshine. You say that personal brand is so important in the competitive world. I have a question for you, Mr. Moonshine. In this era where people attention spans are getting shorter by the minute, the need to make an impression is more important than ever. And the best way to do this by creating a solid and memorable brand identity in social media. What do you think about people who has social media but no post or any activity on their social media? Do they not have personal brand? What do you think?
That's actually their personal branding. It means that they try to make themselves as a mysterious person, right? That if you want to know more about them, it means that you have to like maybe being the circle of them, being the best friend or close friend, something like that. So actually, that's their personal branding. Uh, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the social terms. Like when you're not post something or you are mysterious, it means that you are it's a negative a way to brand yourself. How to say, like it's only about how to say it. I don't know how to say it, like maintain it, or or how people think about it, because it's not always bad, because we the one who make it as a bad terms, right? So yeah, I think that's it. That's their personal branding, to be mysterious, and people will curious, right? Like, oh, they're so cool, I want to try to get close with him or her, something like that. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moonshine. Okay, here is Miss Winda Sri Nurmayanti. Hello, Miss Winda. Can you hear my voice? Hello, Miss Winda. Hello. Okay. Here is Miss Siti. Hello, Miss Siti. Hello. Okay, guys, we have to discuss the next slide. The next question for you guys is, okay, how would you define your unique identity and personal brand? What values, skills, or characteristics make you stand out from others? Okay, I think this part is very funny to discuss. It's time to show off, okay? Anyone to share? Okay, Mr. Indre.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is one of my value propositions. Yeah, started when I like to join with the international event, even when I was in United Nations back then. Yeah, one of my unique value is not value, but yeah, this also called by value. Is one of my unique thing is my hair is afro. Yeah, so this why I still keep myself to use the afro hair. It because of the way how the people start the conversation with me. So when I have this hair, people will come to me. Hey, May, it is your hair? Is this real? It is natural hair or something? They will start that works, yeah, to attract me to take conversation with them. So this is one of the unique value that I was trying to keep until today. Yeah, about the skill or characteristic, I don't know how to explain it because only the people know, yeah, how the way for me to communicate. But yeah, for the beginning, I'm trying to push or encourage myself as the good listener. Yeah, I just try to listen what kind of the thing that they will talk, and after that, I'm trying to respond them with the information that they have told. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes the several persons start the conversation and they're trying to dominate at the first. Yeah, sometimes it'll be good, and also sometimes it'll not be good. But the way of us to communicate and show the personal branding in the front of the new people for me is I'm trying to get the listeners first because I believe the old person like to be listened. Yeah. But I don't know because I don't the psychologist one, but this is my opinion. Yeah. The several people like to be listened at the first and then to be dominated. Yeah. So to be a good listener is one of the skill or value to attract someone to be interested with you. So this is the way and the way of me to define my unique identity and my personal branding. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mentioned that you are joining the national event. Can you share your story about that? Did it help you create a personal brand, right?
Yeah, this is the way of me to create my personal brand with my hair at the beginning, my afro hair or my curly hair. So yeah, this is the way of
Okay.
us to attract me, yeah, to involve in that conversations. Yeah, I have many colleagues. I think there are 40% or 30% of them for my colleagues. They start the conversation with me and we get the collaboration afterwards with mentioning my hair. It's not only in the beginning, sometimes also in the middle, but I know this is my value, yeah, to attract someone with my hair, with my afro hair. Yeah.
Okay. Can I say you Mr. Kibo, yeah?
Yeah. So this is also one of my personal branding. When the place that I teach, yeah, as a teacher, people call me Mr. Kibo, and also it because of my hair. People doesn't know Indre in my school, but people only knows Kibo. Yeah, Kibo means in Bahasa is Afro or curly. So it's one of the way also a unique value of me also as a teacher in my school with my personal branding.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Mr. Indre. Okay, the next is here is Mr. Nugraha. Okay, time is yours, Mr. Nugraha.
Okay, thank you, Miss Leo. Um,
Ah,
the
wait,
first one I would.
wait. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Nugraha is one of the men that until today call me Kibo. He never called me Indre because of the personal branding.
Yes, absolutely correct. Yeah, I do agree with Mr. Kibo's statement because we met long time ago, especially in Pare. I'm a student of Mr. Kibo actually. It was in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. But until now, like Mr. Kibo said, I always call him with Mr. Kibo. So that's why. It is also one of the Mr. Kibo's unique personal branding, I think, because many people only know Mr. Kibo. Indre is Mr. Kibo, not as Indre, of course. And I think the second point that I want to share about the identity and also personal branding is about the it's not only about the nickname, but it is also about the appearance. Like Mr. Kibo said, he has like a afro hair, so that's why people always mention him by his unique appearance as well. And if we talk about the personal branding, it is not only about the real life of the people, but some people realize that social media is also important to create their personal branding. Like Jerome Pauline, people know that Jerome Pauline as educational influencer. So that's why his personal branding is in educational field. And I think it's quite hard for people who still who still didn't know about the real value of him or strengthen or also weakness of his own self. I think um, before we talk about the unique identity or also personal branding, we have to know about ourselves first. Who um, who is what is our strength, what is our value, and also what is our weakness. And about my unique identity, I always mention that because I have passion in motorsport, especially, and in my social media, I also always share about the MotoGP for instance, and I also write and publish in national and also in international media about article in MotoGP as well. So that's why I can I can define I can acknowledge myself and my unique identity as in this field. I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nugraha. Okay, I have one question for you. Do we have a skills to get a personal brand? What do you think about that?
It is a question for me.
Yes, that's right. This question
Okay.
for you.
For me, before we acknowledge our personal branding, the first thing that we have to know is what is our value, what is our strength, what is our weakness that I have mentioned before. It is important for people to understand their own self before they try to show up, before they try to sell their self to the public. I mean, I mean, uh, I I didn't mention selling in a bad way. I think I mentioned sell in a good way. So yeah, it is important to people, I think.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nugraha. Thanks for your sharing. Thanks for sharing. Okay, the next is Mrs. Puji, Miss Puji. Hello, Miss Puji.
Hi, sister. Okay.
Okay, Miss Puji. How would you define your unique identity and personal brand? What values, skill, or characteristic make you stand out from others? It's time to show off,
Okay.
Miss Puji. Okay, time is yours.
This is a simple question, but when I read this question, um, there are two questions that comes into my mind. The first questions is unique identity and personal brands is different. And the second one, how can I make them different? Okay, I'd like to answer this question, sister. How would you define your unique identity? I will divide this question into two parts. So the first one, how would I define my unique identity? Is it long process for me till I know what skill I can, what things that I can do, and in the first time, be honest. I don't trust to myself I can do something better or something that can share to other and it can give people benefits or I mean something that can help others. And I try to accept what who I am. I mean I try to understand like Mr. Shanshan or Mr. Indra said, I try to find myself. I try to know what my strength, what is my weakness and what can I do for other, what can I say. That is it the things that I know I did I am different to other. And the second one for the personal brand, I want to make a little bit statement for against others because for build a personal brand based on all of the explanations before, we didn't need social media to build a personal brand because some of the speakers said a personal brand is it similar like your image in this society. That's why I said it's not really need and I guess we didn't need the social media to make a personal brand. Social media it's only the ways to make it spread um and get much place, but it's not to build a personal brand because yeah I take the rules personal brand is your image so you can build and can get it and you can show people around you this is me, what things that make me different to other, what things that make me unique, what things that you can find in me but you cannot find it in others. That's why I want to say social media that's an important to make a personal brand because um it's only the way how to make it to reach another place but not for build it. Thank you, sister. I wish you get my point. Thank you.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, Miss Puji, you said that we didn't need social media to make personal brand. But many people have personal brand from. Hello, Miss Puji. Hello, guys. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I hear you, sister.
Okay. Okay. Hello, Miss Puji. Are you here? Okay. Okay, Miss Puji. You say
I
that social media we didn't need to social media to make a personal brand, but many people have personal brand from social media, right? What do you think
yeah.
about that, Miss Puji?
I think we didn't need it. We didn't need social media to make a personal brand.
Can you explain the reason?
How to say this one? It's like
Terlalu overpede. It's like this one. Based on me. Oh, okay, based on me. I didn't use Instagram. That's why I think I didn't need to build a personal brand. I didn't want to. No, I didn't want to make a channel or something for make a branded like Mr. said, yeah, selling yang baik-baik. No, but for me, when I can build my image for people around me, I can get the goal of the personal brand. When they know me, even if I didn't know them, and they said, "Hello, Miss Puji," and yes, hi, how are you today? I know you. We have same class and something like that, and so on, so on. And okay, I get you. I guess it can say that I success to build my personal brand. That is it, the things, and that is why I make a conclusion. I didn't need social media, and only me, we didn't need the social media to build a personal brand because I didn't use it to build my personal brand or to make people know me. No, I didn't use it. I just tried to find and I just try to make myself comfortable for doing my daily activity. I do my best, and everything I try, I want to make something good for people around me. And I know it can give me good impact. I mean, it can give me, it can make a good image for me. That's why the conclusions, we didn't need social media to personal brand. Is it for me? Thank you, sister.
Okay, thank you, Miss Puji. Very cool. Okay, here is Miss Putri. Hello, Miss Putri.
Hello, Miss.
Okay, what do you think about that, Miss Putri?
Actually, I respectful about Miss Fuji idea, but I'm not agree about her statement. Not this era, the social media is really important. For instance, it's not only in Indonesia, other country also. So how do people know about yourself, about your characteristic, about your skills, when you know so about who you are? So the social media in this era is really important. So you can put about yourself and so about yourself in social media. So I'm not agree about Miss Puji opinion. Sorry.
Okay, no problem, Miss Putri. You said that social media is so important today's world. Yeah. Okay. I have one question for you, Miss Putri. Nowadays, going viral is a way to get a personal brand. What do you think about that?
Viral is like a point plus is, for instance, the viral when the viral I don't know. I still confused viral is good or no because have the negative, have the positive. So depend on what it is. But when somebody viral, they can easier to get some benefit. For instance, Siska Cole or Jeremy Pollin, when they virals, some many people watch their video, so that's why they become rich. So Jeremy Pollin not only have the YouTube channel, they have management and restaurants. It's like have so many benefit and also link. It's like network.
Okay, Miss Putri, that's all.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Miss Putri. Okay, I see Miss or Mr. Cool. Hello. But can I call you Mr. or Miss? Mr. Cool.
Am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah, am I
Hello.
audible?
Okay.
Am
Okay.
I
Okay.
audible? All right. First of
Cool.
all, I'm respect
Okay.
with Miss Putty's statement. In other words, uh, it's Miss Putty's personally disagree with by way of utilizing social media in this case. Talking about opportunity or massive scale, massive impact by way of utilizing social media, it's low-hanging fruit. The way how we utilize or create an impact or a massive impact. If it has two cases or options what I alluded about power and impact, maybe because power needs lots of budgets or something else, but by way of utilizing social media will be costless or cheaper to develop our career opportunities and options. Why? Rather than we are only scrolling and scrolling to be a product itself from the user or creators, seems like the giant or so forth. Why don't we try to be to be creator or to utilize our career to develop our personal brand by way of utilizing personal brand. In terms of we are gambling in that case because we are coming from the lower or we are coming from no one. We try to not achieve. We do not achieve the viral because talking about viral, yeah, educated content is much is more, but uneducated content is larger or fast rather than educated. If talking about the viral, my 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 point of view is just do it what you are going to be concerned and you enjoy it. It's different with someone who has achieved their personal brand. It seems like what you have alluded before, Padu JD or Jeffrey Nicole. They established their career. Also, they are coming from the bottom to up, not upper to bottom. No, maybe that's from my point of view. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Atika.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cole. Thanks for your opinion. So, okay, here is Mr. Ali. Okay, I will hear your opinions. Okay, Mr.
Is
Ali, what do you think
am
about
I the
that?
only Ali here?
Okay.
Are you like denoting to me as Ali, or is there anybody else Ali that's in the audience? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's audible,
Okay,
Mr. Ali.
I hear you, sir.
Oh, okay, all right. So just wanted to make sure I'm not taking anybody else's place. But yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk again. And I think one of the participants said earlier that they, like you don't really need social media to actually make your personal brand. I kind of agree with that. Because yeah, like like back in the days when like in the 1970s and 80s, people didn't have social media, and we still know people from that like far back. How do we know them is because they made their own personal brand with a set of skills, and those set of skills like include like self-awareness. They knew their strengths, their weaknesses, their values. They were really good like at communicating, and like they were creative in whatever they did. So that's how we actually got to know about them. And this is why I believe like a certain set of skills are really important. For example, if if you're really good at communicating, I'm sorry that I'm stuttering it a little bit, But if you're really good at communication, then I believe then it can help engage the audience more into what exactly you're trying to sell or what you're trying to tell people about. You have to be a really good storyteller to actually get their attention. And that only comes with the fact that like you have creativity in you. And like it's okay. Like not everybody is, like creative, but they still, are able to make their personal brands because, you cannot master all the skills. Some people are really good at, bringing up the content, but not really like, presenting it in a fun manner. But some other people are really good at even presenting the most boring of a content in a really good way. So like if you master, for example, communication skills, then I think you can actually do anything you want when it comes to, your personal branding. But also it comes with some other skills that you need. For example, you need to be emotionally intelligent, like you need to, have understanding and, empathy with your audience that you can help to tailor your brand message and interactions to resonate with their needs and emotions. And at the same time, you need to be resilient. What I mean by resilient is that people are always going to, they will criticize you in a lot of ways, and you have to handle it back. You don't have to let these people bring you down. So, at the same time, time management, effectively managing your time allows you to constantly maintain your personal brand across different channels and activities. That is only the case when you are on social media because, managing social media is also a brand. And we do not want to be wasting time on social media. Like some other gentleman here mentioned that, instead of scrolling around, we should be spending our time in managing what we're trying to achieve on social media. So yeah, there's actually a list of things that you're supposed to do. And it's not just always about, getting on social media and creating the good content, but it's also about, be aware, more aware of where you are, where do you belong? Because you guys might have heard the saying in English that there is always the right place, the right time, for a person to be somewhere. But if it's not the right place and the right time for you to be somewhere, then no matter what you do, you will not get what you want out of it. So yeah, self-awareness, communication skills, being resilient, being a good storyteller, all of these things can come into, the skills that you need in making your own personal brand out there.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ali, for your opinions. Here is Mr. Indre. Okay, time is yours,
Yeah.
Mr. Indre.
Yeah, I do agree with the statement of Mr. Ali before, and also I do also agree with the statement of Miss Fuji also. Then is trying to be known by the people as the personal branding. It's not all of them needs a social media. Yeah, there are many platforms that, or there are many ways also that will bring you to your own personal branding. Yeah, but once more time, it depends on your market. Yeah, where's your market? For example, when we talk about Miss Fuji last time, people known Miss Fuji, because of even though she doesn't have the social media and others, it means she needs a market or the people that doesn't use the social media also, for example. So it can be with his communication and others. So depend on your market. Where will you promote yourself or your personal branding? So it'll you can use a kind of the way that you want in that situation. But right now, time we have to become a technology savvy also. So that's why I do agree also with the several statement what Mr. Ku or the several people back then said about personal branding also needs a social media. Because from the social media also will make people know you with your content and others. So that's why one more time it depends on your market. Where will you promote yourself? It's like a business, I think. I'm sorry if I'm not mistaken. If I wrong to give my statement, but it's like a business. In the business there are many ways how to promote your products. It's like there is organics marketing there, and also there is non-organic marketing, or sometimes also there is digital marketing and non-digital marketing. Maybe this people will use a pamphlet or something to promote their business, and others also you are the same as the persons. Sometimes we need to promote ourselves by media also, but sometimes we can get the personal branding also with the communications and with smiling with other people, and people will know you. You are the humble person with your own personal branding. So it's not all of them need social media to create yourself.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Indre. Okay, guys, after hearing all of your opinions, we can conclude that social media is not the only way to get a personal brand. There are many ways to make a personal brand, right? Okay, thank you for your opinion, guys. We have to discuss the next slide or the next question. The next question is, okay, can you share any success stories of people who have effectively utilized personal branding? In what ways can personal branding help individuals in their personal and professional lives? Okay, anyone to share? Okay, Mr. Indre.
Yeah, once more time, yeah, I'd like to emphasize the definition of personal branding is how the way of you to stop, yeah, to find money and the money will try to find you, or the opportunity trying to find you. So this is the definition of personal branding. Yeah, so there are many stories, yeah, that the people booming, how to say that, booming, for example, in social media and others. So people know him, and afterwards he is invited by many events, and also he got the money because of that. So this is one of the success stories. Yeah, I cannot mention one by one because there are many. Yeah, for example, it's like Norman Kamaru. Yeah. This is my era back then. Yeah, when he danced Chaya 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 Chaya, and people know him. Yeah, and afterward he become an actress, and also he leave his profession as the police in the situation because he thinks that to become an actor or actress got he can earn a lot of money than become police in that situation. So this is one of the success stories. Yeah, when you are booming in some platform, it's like social media and others. And I suppose that Norman Kamaru back then is he wasn't famous with digital media. Yeah, I forgot. I just asked the video from Bluetooth last time, so it's really interesting. Yeah, so that's why, yeah, many ways that that show the success stories of the people that have get a high personal branding.
Okay, you say that Norman Kamaru with his singing, he became famous, yeah. Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Indra, I have one question for you. Siska Cole with the tagline, "Mari kita coba," Norman Kamaru with his singing, Jerome Pauline with his brilliant brain, so Fadil JD with his jokes and about his family life. I think everyone has the same life as them, but not all decide to publish about them. How about you guys? How about you, Mr. Indre? What do you think about that?
Could you repeat the questions? I didn't get.
Okay, I think everyone has the same life as them, like Fadil JD with his jokes and about his family. I think everyone has the same life as them, but not all decide to publish about them. What do you think about that?
So it means we cannot be like them.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that's why everyone has their unique value proposition. So that's why that way, yeah, we have to know about ourselves, what is our strength and also what is our weakness. Yeah, so it's not only trying to imitate them 100% and you will get your personal branding. It's only the first step, yeah, of of us to imitate them. But another way, yeah, time by time we will find the way of you or the your value, how to make people will like with your content or with yourself maybe. So this kind of thing that I got from your question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Indre.
Okay, not at all.
Anyone else to share your opinion, guys? Okay. Here is Mr. Daddy. Hello, Mr. Daddy.
Hi,
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. Okay, Mr. Daddy, how would you define? I'm sorry. Can you share any success stories of people who have effectively utilized personal branding?
Um, First of all, I want to say that I'm talking here from the perspective of a very average person. I'm not that very standing out person. I'm not, I don't stand out like other people. I don't feel like I'm different. I just feel that I'm just like average guy that if, they can see from your surroundings or from neighborhood. But talking about the personal branding, some people already emphasize about their own opinion and their notion regarding what they describe or how they define about personal branding. But I think some of them think quiet, giving a really slight. I'm not really sure. It's really like hard to differentiate between how to define personal branding and how to become viral. Where you want to become viral and to create personal branding, I think there is a huge difference. There's a huge point there. Where becoming viral, you don't need to have skills and so on so far. Everyone just needs to be liked, and you just need to be shocking people by something that you do. That's the reason why a lot of people are becoming viral, and then the what's that called? That popularity becomes decreased by time. While when you're creating personal branding, it creates the real definition of you. Even though I think there's also, please correct me if I'm wrong, some people think that you don't need to create personal branding by showing genuine of you, because some people are being known by their own craft, such as like Jen Kalin or even like Olga Saputra, or those people who are basically very known for their specific identity. Like Jenklin, she's not acting like that way. She's not even showing herself like the way she wore a makeup, but people knew her because she created the identity that even though she's not genuine of her, that it's shocking people, that people liked. So I think that when it comes to personal branding, I think I do agree for those people who stated that, yeah, we used to, that internet is absolutely helping a lot as the primary source of information these days. The internet helps a lot with personal branding, even though it's not the only thing that helps it. So I think the people that I recognize utilizing personal branding pretty well are those people who are really good at marketing, which is my CEO. I think he is really promoting himself as someone who knows branding a lot, that he used digital marketing for promoting the leadership and so on so far. I think, yeah, and he has the take line that I think that's what makes him known for a lot of people, that leaders create simplicity. And I don't know if this is related to the question, but I think probably, people probably don't know him, but as the CEO, I think, you cannot just come right there at the top of the position without having a really, standing point of your life, right? So I think that someone who I can mention about showing personal, branding, utilizing that in a proper way is my um, CEO. He's very young. He's around, I think he is in his 30, but he already like being a CEO. So yeah, that's amazing how he, sit, at the top of that position right now. I'm sorry, I have a sore throat, so my voice is kind of like sleepy, and I'm in the room, so pardon me. Thank you, Miss Afika.
Okay, Mr. Daddy. Okay, you mentioned that become viral, don't need skill to get a personal brand. So, right now, what is your response? Many people get personal brand by going viral without skills. What do you think about that? What is your opinion about that?
I'm okay. I'm not, the people who basically following the trend. If those people are becoming viral and then get, rapid or what's that called? Instant popular. We all know how they will actually ended up, at, right? As for those, I think someone actually mentioned about who basically did that, a dance of Chaya Chaya or whatever it is, where he actually ended up now. The instant, popularity or instant viral is never a good way of showing your personal branding. I think that's really clear. But it helps a lot with the, quick income, that contributes to a lot of money. That when you're viral these days, even though that it's not, it's, you're doing something stupid, you can get money. If you're basically on, if your only value of, getting viral by um, doing something stupid and then become viral, then yeah, I think that could be a very good option, especially these days. And I don't hate those people who use, like instant popularity by showing something bad. I think they become viral is only because also the demand is still exists. Indonesian people still love something, you know, um, funny or something that is stupid. When they see the videos in Instagram or any other social media that's showing something stupid action shown by those people who are looking for instant popularity, the demand is still huge. And be like the people are also still watching it. The fact that I'm so sorry, but one of the channels in television, like I don't want to say the channel, they're showing a really low quality of cinema or soap operas, but people are watching that. It's because the demand of those quality are still very huge. The number of people who are looking for stupid actions shown in the screen of our phone are really huge by numbers. And I have to, but I don't hate them. So for those people like, the what's that called? Like the TikTokers or those people who, they're shaping, the prime source of information, which is, very lovely. But I don't think that it's a good way, but I let them if they want to be so be it, you know what I mean? But I think we need to educate Indonesian people to basically, shifting the demand of showing better quality. That's the reason why people are, having uh, instant popularity because they're still also watching them. Lucinta Luna is still on the screen because we are watching, watching him, her. So, that's the reason why I think Indonesian needs also educate themselves in knowing what good quality is in social media or other devices or your in on your screen.
Okay, Mr. Dedi, thank you for your explanations. So I will give you the next question, guys. The next question, yes. Okay. Okay, here is the question. In your opinion, can personal branding have any negative impacts? Who want to share? Maybe Mr. Dedi or Ms. Ekalita, maybe?
Okay, I try to give my opinion.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I think, yeah, personal branding can give negative impacts because as a viewers we thought that all of people that build their personal branding is for famous, right? Like Lady Di, you saw her that she wants to be famous, something like that, right? Oprah Winfrey. I didn't said Oprah Winfrey because she is professional, but for some people they maybe didn't mean to be famous, but um in the reality they are famous as just like that, right? And unfortunately it didn't make them happy because their private life is grabbing like that from them, and then the negative judge apa the negative like perception or something that people bringing up, like maybe I don't know, maybe prejudice, yeah. I like what's when she is going through the hard time from her life, that people think that's very interesting topics to bringing up. It's very compassion, right? How if you in their position, if they didn't mean to be famous, they just want to be a good mother, good in their position in the society or the family or their faith. But then the people talking about them like meaning apa like mean, yeah, something like that. And the tense is very big, so her marriage is impact, and then her husband maybe cannot stand up anymore because why the condition is like turning out, and why my wife is like our my rival, something like that. And then I don't know about the betrayal, yeah. It's because they don't have any love, or their marriage is very dry because the condition is cannot be tolerated, because who is the husband want to be under it's not under, yeah, but what like your suppose is very shining, and then uh you become the wages or the evil, right? If you are compared for both of you, and people always say, oh, the princess is very kind and the husband is very mean, and can you stand off that of the marriage? I think you will be give up also, because you can stand off the tenses, right? And you want to prefer some simple life that um there is no competition in both of you, and didn't there was no comparison between both of you. And it's so I think the negative impacts, yes, it's always there, because um being famous, it's not easy at all, because everyone have right to interfere your private life, your characters, your everything, um even your love life or your family life, it's theirs also. And can you imagine how how horrible is that, right? And then what is you're doing is if they like you, it's they didn't object it about that. But if they hate you, and they will treat you like a crap, yeah, something like that. So I think, have personal branding have any negative impacts? Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ekalita. You said that being famous is not easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think personal brand it's so helpful to build trust, make us famous, get a stronger network. So sometimes I feel required to be perfect. I think we feel required to be perfect. Do you agree with me, Miss Ekalita?
Yeah, like Inara, yeah. I
Yes, that's right,
yeah,
Inara.
it's
I
it's
know
the
her.
opposite, right? Lady Day is over, right? Inara is a good wife, right? And she had a pain in her life, and he has to struggle for uh her children and her divorce, right? and it's there is no way that the marriage can come back, right? Because and I believe she didn't mean to be viral or some like want to be famous. She just want to earning money for her children, for her life, right? But when she is get tense because he just only ordinary woman, right? She is not strong, not the condition them force her to be strong. The people always value people with money, right? If you don't have money, then you have no life, you don't have any status, and no one your children cannot be take care of good if you don't have any money. And you have forced to choose the money is because not it's not because you are falling in love with the money or you godless them, but yeah, it it's difficult reality that in this world we force to chasing the money because for our own life, it's not for something like materials or consumption or hedonist, something like that. It's Inara is not include the people like that, right? She is fully of responsible. But what happened when she like cannot complain and she want to express her emotion? People said that, oh my god, she is very rude. She is like
It's
this, like
bad,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Okay, okay.
going through everything. How can you understand someone that in pain, that they trying to struggle in their life, and don't put any negative or something that you didn't know anything about them? Yeah, it's just your impression, you are not them. But so don't speak of their names or their characters. You didn't know anything about them. Yeah. So I think if you like her job, just appreciate them as a professional. Or if you like the their hard work, then just appreciate them and understand their limitation. They are not angel, they are not slave, they are not anything that you are expected that they have to be always strong, always kind, always perfect. Are you perfect? I think no. Right? Maybe you never um never know that you are hurting people so deep, and sometimes you are intentionally doing that because you always value people with the money. I think even someone that you think chasing the money, as long as they human, they have a reason. It's different if they are angel. Why angel chasing the money? Yeah, you can you can give some research of them, but if they are human, they are like us, they have a reason. It's sometimes they are forcing, it's not their choices. Yeah.
Okay, Miss Ekalita, you said that the example is Miss Inara. Miss Inara becoming viral because her problem. So makes her famous with her fans. She is required to be perfect by her followers. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Miss Ekalita. Here is Mr. Febri or Miss Febri. Hello, Miss Febri.
Yes, Miss.
Oh, okay, Mr. Febri. Okay, Mr. Febri. What do you think about that, Mr. Febri?
I just want to add some comment about this question. Can personal branding have any negative impact? Since the title of the title of this presentations about personal branding, there's a word brand in that phrases, personal branding. I wanted that if you are to focus on your personal branding, then you are, like you forgot to be yourself sometimes. Then you are you are strict in the social media to have a certain personality because you have already built your personal branding, and then it what do we call, it doesn't allow you to be yourself because I do believe that a lot of people like we are right now sometimes sometimes experiencing ups and down, and then we are sometimes stable and sometimes we're not, and then if we don't really have like personal branding, I think it's easy for us to be who we are in the social media. If we want to sambat, just sambat, and then if you want to be wise and then post something wiser on social media, then we just can't do it. But when it comes to the personal branding, you have already built your personality on social media. You cannot be yourself then. So that's the thing, I think, the negative impacts in personal brand. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Fabry, I have one question for you. One of the negative impacts of personal branding is a personal brand impacts your privacy and makes certain information about your publicly accessible. How's
Yeah.
your response about this?
Pardon, Miss. My Gojek is coming. I'm so sorry. I have to go out first. My Gojek is coming. I'm so sorry. I have to go out
Okay,
first.
okay. Take your time.
Sorry.
Okay, guys. What do you think about my mind? One of the negative impacts about personal branding is a personal brand impacts your privacy and makes certain information about your publicly accessible. How's your response, guys? Anyone to answer my questions? Hello?
What is your question, Miss?
Okay, the question is, uh, personal brands make your privacy and information about you publicly accessible. How's your response about that?
Oh yeah, can I answer that?
Okay.
Yeah. Like I agree with the previous that say we cannot be ourselves, yeah, or like the negative of impacts of personal branding, yeah. Maybe you have to be a people pleaser because you don't want to have any problems, right? It's not because you are hypocrite, but it's very uncomfortable if your haters like every day, every second that waiting for you to cursing you like the witches, something like that. And then I think your personal private or data is spread out, is it's not kind people only that attract you, but maybe it's just few, but we don't know that the bad and evil people or criminals or the fraud. I think I think yeah. Um I think I don't know about this, yeah. Maybe it's a very specific matters, like I said in our stuff. I think if we have more compassion and we will knew where who is that very really need the personal branding for their professional lives, like opera politicus, right, businessmen, they are in the track. But if someone that um like didn't mean to have the personal branding, but um they are seems like that, yeah, maybe that people will have interested of them also, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ekalita. I see Miss Puji. What about you, Miss Puji? What do you think about that?
I guess my answer will be same, but let me make it conclusion for that. Um, when we are talking about the personal branding, it's uh it's linked to our society, right? And it means we will much interactions to people around us. It can make small mistake, and when you are famous, the small mistake will be like ah, it will be like something that all of people cannot accept it. That is why I guess that is why I will back to my rules and what I trust. I don't need social media to build a personal branding, because when you build your personal branding by using social media, it's like you opened the door, you make a way, big way or large way to make your small mistake being a bigger one, even if is it small. I see why personal branding didn't need social media. Maybe it can limit the negative impact, I guess. Yeah, that's all about me, sister.
Okay, Miss Puji, thank you. Okay,
Anytime.
because I only have 5 minutes left. Okay. The reality is your personal brand is not about you guys. Um, it's about the people you want to educate with your skill, knowledge, and values you can provide. Um, People think about personal brand as bragging, imaging, or self promotions, but it's about your reputation, right? And it's what people think about you. In my opinion, personal brand has positive and negative impact. For the positive impacts, or for the example, personal branding will help one stand out from the crowd, leads the opportunity, your audience will trust you more, and maybe people will always screen your online, but sometimes the negative impact of personal brand always there for you. For the example, we feel scared of being wrong, push yourself to be perfect, disturbing your privacy. There are positive and negative impacts of personal branding, I think. But the most important all about this is how do you use social media or act wisely. Okay, that's all of me, guys. Thank you for your time and attention. I will excited can be discussed with you guys tonight, special for OTA community. Thanks for inviting me. I hope this community will shine even more and will always be there to help people learn English. You all very amazing. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Mr.
Thank
Indra, time
you.
is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ofika, that has brought a kind of the topics that we need today. Yeah, because the several people, I believe that they don't know about what the definition of the personal branding itself. They cannot make a difference between personal branding and pencitraan, yeah, how to say it in English, and also forget. So that's why right now, to all of you, you understand what is the definition of personal branding itself. Jadi kalau ada mungkin teman-teman yang show off ya di sosial media kayak dia juara ini, juara itu, jangan dicap minus dulu. Dalam arti dia pengen gimana uang yang mencari dia intinya di situ. Oke, ya jadi pelajaran besar buat kita pada hari ini. eh dan sekarang ya, there are the several feedbacks. Yeah, it's about English that I will share for all of you guys. Okay, you see my screen, right?
Yes,
Oh,
sir. Is it clear?
okay.
Okay, yes, yes, Mr.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I cannot give you many feedbacks ya because I too enjoy with the discussion also for this evening. Tapi ada beberapa di situ yang mungkin bisa menjadi pembelajaran ya buat teman-teman semua mungkin yang belum mengetahui gitu. Pertama, go to there ya. Secara grammar, go to there itu benar ya, secara grammar dalam preposition ketemu there ya. Tapi eh kita harus mengetahui konteksnya di situ. Ketika preposition ketemu there atau ketemu here dan teman-temannya di situ, kita harus tahu konteksnya. Ketika ada preposition ketemu there pada posisi itu udah menjadi sebuah emphasizing atau penekanan. Jadi I go to there. Jadi kita udah kayak marah banget tuh atau ngasih emphasizing banget kalau kita udah ke sana. Nah, tapi kalau kita masih memberikan sebuah statement doang, cukup dihapuskan to-nya. Jadi kita bilangnya I go there, nggak usah I go to there di situ. Nah, juga sama kayak here. Contohnya kita bilangnya saya berdiri di sini ya. Secara grammar nggak masalah, I stand in here. Secara grammar nggak masalah. Tapi secara apa makna itu bisa berbeda ketika ada I stand in here sama I stand here. Kalau ada kata I stand in here itu kita udah marah banget atau kita udah emphasizing banget, "Aku udah berdiri di sini nih, lu masih berdiri di sana." Jadi kita bisa menggunakan I stand in here. Gitu loh. Jadi kalau kita santai aja, cuma ngasih statement nggak usah pakai preposition di depannya. Jadi I go there atau I stand here itu aja. Terus yang kedua tadi saya mendengar ada teman-teman di situ yang sulit memaknakan kalimat pasif ya. Kalimat pasif itu apa? Contohnya ada dimakan, dimanfaatkan, ya, terpukul, terkendalikan dan sebagainya. Itu namanya pasif yang ada di atau ter. Jadi dalam bahasa Inggris, kalimat pasif itu atau makna di atau ter itu bisa kita lakukan ketika form atau bentuk dari kalimatnya be plus verb 3 ya, tergantung tensesnya apa. Ya, mungkin setelah ini mungkin bisa teman-teman search ya tenses dari atau rumus tenses dari kalimat pasif. Tapi pada intinya ketika ada be ketemu verb 3 itu maknanya di atau ter. Contohnya, nah, tadi ada kata utilize ya, dimanfaatkan. Contohnya natural resource ini dimanfaatkan oleh penjajah misalnya. Ya, these natural resources eh B ya, B-nya apa? Natural resources are utilized by eh, colonizer misalnya di situ. Jadi ada are ketemu verb 3 di situ. Jadi kalimatnya pasif. Jadi maknanya dimanfaatkan. Nah, jadi jangan sampai saya mau tidur, teman-teman bilangnya I am slept ya. I'm slept. Nah, itu maknanya saya ditiduri maknanya. Jadi hati-hati. Itulah pentingnya grammar di situ. Jadi kalau saya tidur, I sleep aja, nggak usah I am sleep di situ atau I'm slept. Jadi maknanya bisa berbeda ya. Jadi coba dipelajari lagi makna dari kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif. Ya, kalau kalimat pasif be plus verb 3. Jadi jangan am itu biasanya kan nyangkut terus tuh kalau beberapa dari teman-teman. Terus selanjutnya ada kata because of that ya. Nah, because of that ini kadang-kadang orang kebingungan ya. Kalau saya pernah dapat pengalaman dengan bahasa because of that. eh because of that itu bisa dimaknain sama native di situ, tapi di lain sisi mereka jarang menggunakannya atau dalam arti vocab ini bukan vocab vocab yang apa ya efektif digunakan dalam bahasa Inggris di situ. Nah, lebih cenderung teman-teman bisa ganti dengan therefore ya. Jadi kalau di conference besar yang formal misalnya ya, jadi jangan menggunakan because of that, disarankan menggunakan therefore. Maknanya sama, maka dari itu juga sama maknanya di situ. Terus people not come ya. Nah, ini materinya verbal dan non verbal ya. Jadi ketika dia kalimat verbal ya, kalimat verbal itu apa? Kalimat verbal itu adalah sebuah kata kerja, sebuah kalimat yang memiliki eh, yang kata kerjanya non be ya. Tapi kalau kalimat non verbal adalah sebuah kalimat yang kata kerjanya adalah be. Be itu apa? Ada is, ada am, ada are, ada was, ada were dan sebagainya. Jadi kalau I am good, nah itu kalimat non verbal. Tapi Kalau I go to school itu kalimat verbal karena dia kata kerjanya non be. Nah, ketika dia ada seperti ini ya, ketika saya pengen mengatakan bahwa saya tidak datang, nggak boleh saya bilangnya people not come, tapi kita harus bilangnya people ya do not come di situ. Karena dia adalah kalimat verbal dan juga tensisnya adalah tensis simple present. Jadi people do not come. Nah, atau teman-teman ganti people don't come ya. Dalam speaking disarankan untuk melakukan penyingkatan. Contohnya don't, doesn't, ya won't, can't dan sebagainya di situ. Tapi kalau dalam writing, teman-teman kalau dalam anak IELTS bilangnya diharamkan ya atau nggak boleh sama sekali karena bakal jatuh down banget tuh skornya kalau ada penyingkatan dalam writing. Karena formal writing nggak boleh ada penyingkatan di situ ya. Jadi harus dibuat people do not come ya buat teman-teman yang writing IELTS ataupun writing motivational letter dan sebagainya di situ. Nah, itu ada sedikit tentang apa ya susunan bahasa, grammar dan beberapa vocabularies. Terus ya ini juga berkali-kali mungkin ketika saya jadi PJ OTA ya, karena PJ OTA banyak eh kita bisa melihat orang itu bahasa Inggrisnya itu bagus atau enggak itu adalah bukan dari fluensinya, teman-teman. Fluensi juga salah satu dari faktor. Tapi faktor terbesar untuk ngelihat dia itu advance in their English adalah di vocabularies. Jadi kalau vocabnya pertama itu aja yang digunain, terus yang kedua, nah dalam bahasa Inggris itu ada tingkatan vocabulariesnya, ada level, ya. Jadi ada level B1, C1. Nah, kalau levelnya tinggi di situ itu akan mengarahkan dia itu dalam advanced speaking. Tapi kalau vocabnya itu aja dan vocabnya masih menggunakan, nah ini dia ya yang saya tulis vocabnya ini vocabnya itu rendah. Jadi dia masih dikatakan belum advance dalam bahasa Inggris di situ. Ketika dia masih menggunakan vocab-vocab ini. Jadi di sini saya sarankan teman-teman untuk nge-upgrade vocabulariesnya. Contoh can ya bisa gunakan be able to plus verb one misalnya. Jadi bisa I can speak English juga bisa atau I am able to speak English atau bisa juga yang lain apalagi ya be apa lagi saya lupa I'm able to speak English. Oke, be capable of plus verb ing ya. Jadi teman-teman bisa bilangnya I am capable of speaking English juga bisa. Atau mungkin diganti juga manage to plus verb satu juga bisa. Jadi teman-teman kalau mau menggunakan can juga bisa diganti. Saya bisa handle project ini. Teman-teman bisa bilang I manage to handle this project. Itu maknanya sama kayak I can handle this project gitu. Nah, itu can ya. Terus I think ya, mungkin teman-teman udah tahu ya, banyak kata atau vocabulary yang bisa digunakan untuk gantikan I think. Contohnya bisa menggunakan I suppose ya. Terus kalau mau panjang dikit bisa menggunakan as far as I know ya. Terus apa lagi I reckon. Nah, reckon ini bisa digunakan dalam makna informal ya. Kalau dalam makna formal enggak jangan dipakai. Maknanya sama kayak I think. Terus mungkin yang formal lagi ada I certain that ya. Terus ada apa lagi as far as yang panjang dikit as far as I'm concerned. Ya banyak ya. Mungkin teman-teman bisa cari di apa ya di Thesaurus Kamus ya. Biasanya banyak gitu apa vocabulary sinonim ataupun vocabulary level yang bisa teman-teman gunakan. Terus juga tadi saya juga banyak mendengar kata advantage ya bisa diganti dengan merit ya. Terus apa lagi ya? Saya lupa. Merit, advantage, oke beneficial juga bisa. Terus apa lagi ya? Merit, beneficial, benefit. Ada yang tahu mungkin bisa tolong ya? Saya juga lupa. Nah, ini ada beberapa sinonim yang bisa digunakan ya untuk menggantikan disadvantage. Sorry, advantage. Kalau disadvantage juga mungkin bisa menggunakan eh ah kita tambah demerit ya. Itu maknanya juga antonim dari merit. Terus juga bisa drawbacks ya. Terus bisa shortcoming ya. Itu juga maknanya sama kayak disadvantage at first juga. Nah, jadi teman-teman punya banyak opsi ya untuk going to advance in your speaking. Important juga ya, saya belum pernah dengar hari ini ada yang menggunakan vocabularies lain selain important, tapi important itu paling banyak banget eh, vocabularies level high levelnya. Contohnya kalau kita paling tinggi ya, ini ini bahasanya CNN berita, dia menggunakan Paramount. Nah, ini tinggi banget nih levelnya. Kalau dalam rating IELTS sudah keluar Paramount ini udah mengubah perspektif dari educator tentang writing kita di situ. Terus apalagi ya? Important bisa yang biasa ada essential, ada vital, ada eh crucial ya juga bisa, atau eh aduh saya lupa, indispensable itu juga bisa, itu juga tinggi banget tuh level vocabulariesnya. Terus maybe ya bisa diganti dengan perhaps, ya bisa diganti dengan wah banyak nih, ada yang beli-beli ini banyak, possibly, presumably, ya visibly, terus ada ya itu yang saya tahu dong, saya tahu itu dong. Nah, jadi ini bakal saya kirimin ntar di grup ya. Jadi tambahan buat teman-teman untuk setiap minggunya kita bisa nge-upgrade speaking kita. Jangan lupa speaking needs practice ya. Saya pun juga yang udah tes IELTS ya 2 kali tes IELTS, dan sekarang saya jarang menggunakan bahasa Inggris saya karena lebih banyak menggunakan bahasa Rusia. Saya pun juga kekurangan fluensi saya di sini. Nah, maka dari itu jangan bosan buat teman-teman semua untuk practice at least sekali seminggu tiap harinya. Ya even saya juga butuh praktis juga. Yang juga saya juga sama-sama belajar sama teman-teman. Nah, itu feedback buat hari ini ya. Untuk menutup kegiatan kita, saya pengen ngajak teman-teman semua untuk take a picture. Mungkin Kal berkenan ya bisa ngidupin kameranya. Jadi kita foto bareng. Oke. Maaf sebelumnya kamera saya nggak bohong, kamera saya memang rusak jadi nggak bisa hidupin. Dari tadi pengen hidupin kamera sebenarnya. Oke, oke kita foto ya. 3, 2, 1, go. Cheese. Oke. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much, speaker. Yeah, has attended our communities. Yeah, we get many insight because of this discussion. Thank you so much, and also thank you so much also for all of you guys that has joined with discussion. Thank you so much. Hell Ota, yesterday you said tomorrow. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day,
sir.
guys. Thank
You
you, Vika.
ready?
Thank you, everyone. Bye.